What's going on, guys? It's Coach Willis. So, thanks for clicking and checking this video out. This is the 90-10 demo video. So, what we're going to do in this is go over kind of the process and how it works. So, 90-10 is designed for players who are looking to increase efficiency in game. Working with 90-10 will help give you a better understanding of what you're being asked to do on your team. It'll also help you improve in key metric areas. Things such as points per game, assists per game, rebounds, steals, those kind of things. So working with 90-10 will help you become more efficient in the minutes that you're playing. So we shift our focus from how many minutes we're playing to making the time count and what we're doing within the minutes that we're given. So today I'm going to show you a couple of documents so you can see how this all works. All right. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the first step. So if you decide you want to work with 90-10 and we decide we're a match to work together, the first thing we do is I go and study your team. I go and study your team and look at what it is in your system that you are doing or being asked to do. And then I give you an on-court eval. And that is based on how well you do certain things relative to what your team is being asked to do. And so I will create criteria that you'll be judged on. For example, this is for a point guard. We talked about an overview, finishing, footwork, shooting mechanics, coachability, and how well she played in the pick and roll. So you'll get this report and you'll see like what those scores were. Then the next thing, we'll start looking at how we in-game scouting reports. So you'll look at like who your opponent is. So what I'll do is 2 days before the game, I will tell you who your matchup, who I think your matchup is going to be. We show their stats for the season, picture of them there. Then we look at, what their tendencies are, what the keys to the game are, the point of disruption, where we talk about like what you can do to throw them off. And then the STB stands for securing the bag. So secure the bag session talks about how you should plan to attack them based on what they're going to do to you in game. I also set some in-game objectives for you or goals for you to complete. And this is an ideal stat line here. So after each game, I'll send you this back updated and we'll look at like how you did in that particular game. Okay. So that is the first layer of 90-10. So the next layer is on the next layer, we look at video breakdowns. So on the video breakdowns, we do use Synergy, which I know, if you're just coming into college, you may not know what that is yet, but it is a film software, pro guy or college guy. If you're a pro college player, then you already know what Synergy is. So what we do is I'm able to, take film breakdowns and take film clips and create playlists for you, and we'll break those down. So for example, if you are playing against whoever you have next on your schedule, let's say it's North Carolina, then we'll, create a playlist for you, and then we'll go through it. So if we talk about how they're guarding your pick and rolls, we'll go through that. I'll put clips together for you, so you'll see actual video clips. And then I'll either call you and we'll meet on Zoom and we'll go through it together, or I will narrate over the top of it. So after the film breakdown takes place, I put that on YouTube and then I will send that to your phone. So 2 days before each game, you'll get a scouting report as a PDF. So you can open it on your phone and you'll get a YouTube video of film breakdown specifically for you. And that is different because, as you know, when you get a team scouting report, it usually talks about team tendencies and overall things. When you work with 90-10, we work more specifically and customized to you, the player. So the scout will talk about who your matchup is and what they like to do and how they are going to guard you. So that way you'll know what you need to do to be successful. All right. And the last part of 90-10 is on court workouts. So we do offer on court specific training, whether you're in state or out of state. If you're in state, we can work with you a little bit more often if you're in Oregon. But if you're out of state, we get on planes and we go to work with players as well. But thanks for taking the time, checking out the demo video. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email. It's coachjohnwillis@gmail.com, or you can hit me on Instagram. So thanks for your time. Let me know if you got any questions. And if you're interested, and you think this is something for you, let's work together. I do need to make sure that you note this past season, we had players increase on average of 2 to 3 points per game, an increase in minutes. We had a player go from 22 minutes up to 34 minutes. We had a player whose assisted turnover ratio went from 0.7 to 4.5 on assisted turnover ratio. We had a player who went for a career high 18 points in a Elite Eight game. In a Sweet 16 game. We had 2 players who made March Madness this year. We had 2 players to win conference titles. We had players to win the Big 12. We had players to win the WCC this year. We had a guy to go from 25 made 3-pointers to 65 made 3-pointers this season. So the results are through the roof. And, the reason why you should look into 90-10 is because of this, because of where college basketball is, because of where basketball is today. You got to understand with NIL stuff, people are expecting you to know what to do when you get there. It's not as much individual time being taken like when I was playing. So the reason you need to be efficient is so you don't get replaced by the transfer portal. It's a business, guys. So if this is something you're interested in, please feel free to give me a shout and let's work together. Thanks.